Most travelers hop past this city without a second thought. What a mistake! If you've ever wondered where to find an electric food scene, history that speaks through its walls, and nightlife that pulses with energy, this is your stop. Get ready to rethink everything you know about the heart of the Philippines. Day 1. Colonial Treasures to Sunset Splendor. Manila's historic heart revealed. Your first day immerses you in centuries of layered history, from Spanish fortifications to Chinese trading culture, with iconic dishes tying each moment to the next. The key to this sprawling metropolis is embracing its district-by-district character rather than fighting legendary traffic. Stay within neighborhoods on foot, then use ride-sharing for efficient hops between areas. Grab dominates with cars, taxis, and motorcycles across the metro, but savvy travelers also download Angkas for motorcycle rides with trained drivers and safety gear, and Joyride, which operates cars, motorcycles, and tricycles in Rizal, Cavite, Bulacan, Laguna, Cebu, and Baguio. Download these apps before arrival since data connectivity can be spotty in some areas. Your cultural immersion begins at Fort Santiago, convenient if you're staying at the Manila Hotel near Rizal Park or the budget-friendly Z Hostel in Poblacion. This fortress within Intramuros witnessed the country's most pivotal moments, including national hero Jose Rizal's final hours. Bronze footsteps trace his last walk, creating an emotional connection to the nation's past that resonates deeper than any museum display. Insider tip: visit this shrine inside Fort Santiago at 9 a.m. sharp. The morning light illuminates the hero's manuscripts perfectly, and you'll beat tour groups by at least an hour. Right around the corner, St. Agustin Church stands as the oldest surviving stone church in the archipelago and UNESCO World Heritage Site. Baroque artistry unfolds through gilded ceilings and intricate wooden doors that have survived earthquakes and wars since 1607. The adjacent museum houses religious artifacts spanning 4 centuries and Catholic influence on the island, revealing how faith shaped the cultural DNA. You'll find Casa Manila Museum, just around the corner, recreating elite Spanish colonial life with period furniture and domestic artifacts. Each room tells stories of social hierarchies that still influence society today. Complete your Intramuros circuit at Baluarte de San Diego, an archaeological park uncovering this historic center's oldest defensive walls. These ramparts once watched over ships stacked with colonial bounty, and today they frame the city's most photographed view. Starting your local food journey means venturing beyond tourist menus into real flavors. Barbara's Heritage Restaurant occupies a restored colonial mansion, serving regional dishes with cultural performances. Their sinigang, sour tamarind soup, and crispy pata pork knuckles represent comfort food cooked with precision and pride. Honestly, the street food you'll find this afternoon tastes just as good as anything you'd get in a fancy restaurant. Cross Jones Bridge into Binondo. Established in 1594 as the world's oldest Chinatown. This district pulses with Filipino-Chinese fusion culture impossible to replicate elsewhere. Navigate Ongping Street's food paradise hunting for Shanghai fried siopao. Steamed buns with that rare crunch and softness, just a straight-up magic bite. For the ultimate dumpling experience, regulars swear by Dongbei dumplings at 642 Yuchenko Street, where you can watch hand-pulled noodles being crafted in their window, a mesmerizing display of culinary artistry that draws crowds throughout the day. In this area, seek out New Pohang Lumpia House, which serves spring rolls that have satisfied natives for generations. Insider tip: a complete street food adventure costs 300 to 500 pesos per person, covering 4 to 5 different items. Hit the stalls during lunch, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on weekdays when Binondo's street food scene is at its peak just before the evening crowds arrive. Once you've explored Binondo's multicultural legacy, intellectual highlights await at the National Museum Complex. The Fine Arts Building displays Juan Luna's massive spoliarium painting, a masterwork capturing the anguish of the oppressed that moves viewers to tears. At the same time, the anthropology wing presents pre-colonial gold artifacts and indigenous textiles, proving sophisticated civilizations thrived in this area long before European contact. Here are some handy transportation insider tips. Jeepneys provide regional transport between districts. Pass your fare forward saying "Bayad po" and shout "Pera po" when you need to stop. Get a beep card from any station teller or Family Mart. It works on all train lines, LRT1, LRT2, MRT3, and BGC buses, plus offers discounts and faster queues. For MRT-LRT rides, avoid rush hours, 6:30 to 9:30 a.m., 5 to 9 p.m. Keep bags in front of you and use exact fare lanes when available. Security checks prohibit pointed weapons, flammable items, and unsealed food containers, so pack accordingly. As the afternoon fades, join the quiet ritual at the bayfront, the golden hour that defines life in this tropical sprawl. The Baywalk stretches for kilometers. However, savvy visitors position themselves near the cultural center complex for unobstructed horizon vistas. Street vendors sell grilled corn and fresh coconut juice while families gather for the daily spectacle. Harbor Square's waterfront restaurants serve fresh seafood with front-row sunset seats. Alternatively, ride up to Bayleaf Hotel's Sky Deck View Bar for 360-degree panoramas combining bay views, Intramuros silhouettes, and Makati's glittering towers. From this vantage point, you can see the transformation from stone walls to steel towers. Safety tip: while public transport in this area requires alertness due to crowded conditions and pickpockets targeting distracted tourists, the natural friendliness of residents means asking for directions or help usually results in genuine assistance. Always request taxi drivers turn on meters, and when using ride-sharing apps, check driver ratings and vehicle details before getting in. End your evening in Poblacion, Makati's creative district. This former red light area transformed into the capital's creative hub, with speakeasies, art galleries, and fusion restaurants occupying vintage buildings. Alamat Filipino Pub crafts cocktails using homegrown spirits like lambanog and serves traditional pulutan bar snacks that reinvent street food favorites with flair. Tomorrow takes you from sunrise at a neighborhood market to modern business districts, diving deeper into unpolished corners of this modern sprawl that most travelers easily overlook. Trust me, this is the side you'll be talking about long after you leave. Day 2, Market Dawn to Modern Heights, Contemporary Manila Unveiled. Rise before dawn for an adventure that shows how 25 million metro residents really live. Grab an early ride to Guadalupe Market, the biggest market of its kind in Makati, where vendors arrange fresh produce under fluorescent lights by 5 a.m. Recent government inspections confirm this market maintains proper pricing standards and features Kariwa Nang Pangulo, rice for all kiosks, making it a true mega metro immersion rather than a tourist trap. Explore the sections selling fresh fruits, fish, meats, and even traditional delicacies alongside the usual morning rush of office workers. Try tapsilog, garlic rice, fried egg, and sweet cured beef that fuels the nation every morning. After your market immersion, the gleaming towers of Bonifacio Global City rise as proof of the archipelago's rapid modernization. BGC feels like Singapore transplanted itself to the capital. Manicured streets, public art installations, and pedestrian-friendly planning that represents a new vision of what the capital could be. Mind Museum offers interactive science exhibits ideal for escaping midday heat while learning about Philippine biodiversity and innovation. BGC isn't just about science. Philippine American Cemetery, the largest American World War II cemetery in the world with close to 17,000 graves, provides an oasis of reflection amid the bustling cityscape. Bonifacio High Street shopping ranges from budget finds to luxury items, with flagship stores of Nike, Adidas, and Uniqlo. For dining with views, Flame Restaurant atop Discovery Primea offers a full skyline view, while Gallery by Chile champions sustainable homegrown ingredients transformed into sophisticated dishes. Evening strolls along the pedestrian-friendly streets reveal why this feels like Singapore transplanted into this corner of town. With that said, modern cultural attractions extend beyond business districts. Ayala Museum in Greenbelt Mall brings to life the rich history of the area, from pre-colonial gold and traditional textiles to its deep maritime trade routes. The museum's dioramas bring 60,000 years of island civilization to life, revealing sophisticated cultures that flourished long before Spanish colonization, offering perspectives rarely found in Southeast Asian museums. All that exploring means lunch becomes essential only minutes away at Centro's 1771. Their modern interpretations of culinary staples like corned beef sinigang and crispy pata demonstrate how young chefs honor tradition while pushing boundaries. Next, walk into a world where tradition meets invention at its finest in Quiapo Church and surrounding markets. The Baroque church houses the Black Nazarene statue, believed to grant miracles, drawing millions of devotees annually. Outside, vendors sell religious items alongside herbal remedies and fortune-telling services, a fascinating blend of Catholicism and indigenous beliefs. Dinner comes with options highlighting the city's commitment to preserving generational flavors while embracing innovation. Blackbird at the Nielsen Tower occupies a restored 1937 Art Deco airport terminal, serving international cuisine where aviation pioneers once gathered. For equally memorable yet more affordable fare, Locavor highlights native produce in dishes like sizzling sinigang and ube duck confit. Cap off your adventure with sundowners at the Peninsula Manila's Salon de Ning. This premium bar channels 1930s Shanghai glamour while delivering views across Makati's skyline to the western sea horizon. As city lights twinkle below, you'll understand why this megacity captivates despite its contradictions. Your whirlwind 48 hours revealed both sides of Southeast Asia's most complex metropolis: Spanish plazas and glass towers, street food and molecular gastronomy, jeepneys and skyways. Most importantly, you felt the genuine warmth of the people here that transforms even brief encounters into lasting memories. Manila rewards longer stays too. Tagaytay's volcanic lakes, Corregidor Island's World War II history, and Pagsanhan Falls all lie within day trip distance. Share your favorite moment in the comments below and check the video description for hotel and restaurant booking links. Ready for more exploration? Our playlist guides, sorted by region and trip length, serve up unfiltered slices of worldwide exploration. See you next week with another epic itinerary.